तत्परं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानातिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुविष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जङ्गमं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्परं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। भवचीयपि यत्सर्वं त्रिलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्परं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। सर्वश्रुतिशिरोरत्न विरचिताम्बरम्बुजः वीरन्तं भुजसूर्योऽयं तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। चैतन्य शाश्वत शान्तो व्योमातीतो निरञ्जनः बिन्दुनारकलातीत तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ज्ञानशक्ति समारूढः तत्त्वमाला विभूषितः भुक्तिमुक्ति प्रदाता तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। नैकचम्ब सम्प्राप्त कर्मबन्ध विराहिने आत्मज्ञान प्रदानेन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। शोषणं पावसिन्धुषा ज्ञापनं सारसम्पदः गुरुपादोदकं सम्यक् तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। न गुरुराधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरुराधिकं तपः तत्त्वज्ञानं परं नास्ति तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। मानता श्री जगन्नाथ मद्गुरु श्री जगद्गुरु ममात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुरारिरनारीश गुरुपरमदेवतं गुरुपादात् परं नास्ति तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या त्वविनं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। गुरु के बिना गुरु के बिना गुरु के बिना गुरु के बिना विधि नहीं है भगवान। गुरु के बिना भगवान गुरु के बिना मीठे नहीं है भगवान गुरु के बिना मीठे नहीं है भगवान गुरु के बिना मीठे नहीं है भगवान गुरु के बिना गीत पद चले राम रे पादे 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 पदे ने वेद पुराण गुरु के बिना पदे ने वेद पुराण गुरु के बिना मीठे नहीं है भगवान 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 गुरु के बिना चाहे तुम सोनारा चपलो चाहे तुम सोनारा चपलो चाहे तुम सो योनि रमालो चाहे तुम सो योनि रमालो चाहे तुम मेरो सन्यासी गुरु के बिना 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 मीठे नहीं है भगवान 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 गुरु के बिना कृपा करो हे भगवान श्री विश्वानंदा कृपा करो हे भगवान श्री विश्वानंदा कृपा करो भगवान श्री विश्वानंदा कृपा करो हे भगवान श्री विश्वानंदा कृपा करो हे भगवान श्री विश्वानंदा कृपा करो 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 भगवान श्री विश्वानंदा ओम शिशाय नमः ओम विश्वमाय नमः ओम देवकर समजताय नमः ओम सूक्ष्मतनवे नमः ओम चिन्मयाय नमः ओम गुरुमूर्तये नमः ओम सुंदराय नमः ओम सुलोचनाय नमः ओम सुमुखाय नमः ओम सर्वसाय नमः ओम केशवाय नमः ओम पद्मभुजाय नमः ओम मन्दगमनाय नमः ओम शर्वररिणे नमः ओम रामाय नमः ओम मन्दिरस्थपकाय नमः ओम श्रीभवचकाय नमः ओम गायत्री अश्वने नमः ओम अपनसिकरकाय नमः ओम विष्णुपुष्पकाय नमः ओम नमो नारायणेति मातृपसकाय नमः ओम स्वरमयाय नमः ओम मधुरकन्ताय नमः ओम कृष्ण संकीर्तनलोपाय नमः ओम स्तोत्रप्रियाय नमः ओम मितभषिने नमः ओम वग्मिने नमः ओम शितकरविशरदाय नमः ओम वरदराय नमः ओम सरवे नमः ओम जगत्पताय नमः ओम सर्वलोकहिताय नमः ओम भक्तप्रियाय नमः ओम सुराय नमः ओम अनुकूलाय नमः ओम नेयाय नमः ओम सुदर्शनाय नमः ओम भक्तवत्सलाय नमः ओम प्रेममूर्तये नमः ओम शुभेक्षणाय नमः ओम प्रीतिवरणाय नमः ओम स्वस्तिदायकाय नमः ओम कारकाय नमः ओम अनुग्रहाय नमः ओम वरणाय नमः ओम अर्चिताय नमः ओम अक्ताय नमः ओम सिद्धिप्रदाय नमः ओम जनार्दनाय नमः ओम मनोहराय नमः ओम अक्षाय नमः ओम सिद्धेश्वराय नमः ओम भस्मभूषिताय नमः ओम आत्मलिंगाय नमः ओम Darshana Pusakaya Namah, Om Siddhi Saranaya Namah, Om Madhavaya Namah, Om Karupasakaya Namah, Om Sukshmaya Namah, Om Vishokaya Namah, Om Satvikaya Namah, Om Samanashine Namah, Om Dakshaya Namah, Om Achintyaya Namah, Om Nirankaraya Namah, Om Nimohaya Namah, Om Avyagraya Namah, Om Chitakrodaya Namah, Om Vinashilaya Namah, Om Savashaya Namah, Om Kushalaya Namah, Om Shamaya Namah, Om Satyadhamaya Namah, Om Nivikapaya Namah, Om Viraktaya Namah, Om Atindraya Namah, Om Satyasandaya Namah, Om Pavitraya Namah, Om Atvasvabhavaya Namah, Om Surandandaya Namah, Om Nandanaya Namah, Om Prasadatmane Namah, Om Bhaktaniraye Namah, Om Sakshaye Namah, Om Samatmaye Namah, Om Sarayogine Namah, Om Maraye Namah, Om Sutapaya Namah, Om Somyaya Namah, Om Goyaya Namah, Om Vimutatmaya Namah, Om Kabiraya Namah, Om Guptaya Namah, Om Atmaramaya Namah, Om Srinivasaya Namah, Om Devaya Namah, Om Jyotiraraya Namah, Om Danyaya Namah, Om Gurave Namah, Om Duratikramaya Namah, Om Dhanaya Namah, Om Bhagavate Namah, Om Varishanarashakaya Namah, Om Kutasashatakaya Namah, Om Abhipayaya Namah, Om Savamatasamadhyaya Namah, Om Shamaikaravakaya Namah, Om Premavatara Sri Vishwananda Swami Namah. Ato Deva Avantuno Yato Vishnu Vichakrame Prarivya Sapta Ramapi Iram Vishnu Vichakrame Tretani Tade Param Samodamasya Bhagum Sure Trini Tata Vichakrame Vishnu Gopa Adabhya Ato Ramani Daryana Vishnu Kamani Pashyata Yato Vritani Paspate Indrasya Yujat Sakaha Tat Vishnu Paramah Padagum Sara Pashanti Surya Divi Vashakshunatata Tat Vipraso Vipanyavo Chakruvagum Sasamindrate Vishnu Yat Paramah Param. Gurudevaya Dhimahi Tano Vishwananda Prachodayat Om Premataraya Vidmahe Satgurudevaya Dhimahi Tano Vishwananda Prachodayat Om Premataraya Vidmahe Satgurudevaya Dhimahi Tano Vishwananda Prachodayat. Om Vakatuna Mahakaya koti samabhava nirvignam kuru me deva sarvakaryeshu sarvada sarvakaryeshu sarvada. Om Bhurbhuvat Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvat Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvat Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Shri Krishna Vishnu Madhusudana Kirtapare Narayana Shukti Vikrama Chakrapane Vedadi Sagadana Shridhara Vasudeva Gopala Krishna Hare Tava Suprabhatam Shri Rukmini Sabhavanasa Hare Murare Radesha Gopisa Surupa Padani Vandya Shri Dvarakashaya Vikunta Pateka Paneta Morte Gopala Deva Hare Tava Suprabhatam Vinatto Te Kara Rupa Varara Murte Devi Kamaya Gurade Rudama Rama Shri Rama Krishna Yarunangana Kaki Rupa Gopala Krishna Hare Tava Suprabhatam Govinda Madhava Mukunda Paraparesha Damodara Shararananda Kadaya Shori Gopa Gopi Jana Sankatarina Bando Gopi Jana Priyare Tava Suprabhatam Shri Rakti Sai Bhujagani Pataka Sahi Satpaktaru Sarana Sai Ramanta Sahi Shri Gopa Balma Vimutalpa Sugani Sahi Gopa Vallabhare Tava Suprabhatam Shri Kashapati Suganarada Gopa Mage Brahma Shri Shankamani Shankava Bharatesho Tishtanti Deva Tava Darshana Vakyayeto Gopala Shekarare Tava Suprabhatam Mandara Jari Tulasida Lamaya Kanye Ayani Anjali Pute Samudarante Tishtanti Dvapa Varadala Kale Munendra Radhavano Araye Tava Suprabhatam Vedatayan Patati Gotama Kaya Tuya Dayanti Sakuna Ganova Radasa Bhagava Sankitayanti Tavanava Vedani Shesha Shri Radharari Rushaya Tava Suprabhatam Govara Norana Gopa Kishora Gopa Gopi Jananu Rasudesha Papadi Porta Deloka Moana Sumangala Rivya Deha Shri Rukmini Savarada Tava Suprabhatam Shri Vatsa China Saranaka Kampari Chatra Vatranti Vanjana Kupakararina Bando Niyanta Gayanti Janapriya Divya Rupa Shri Nanda Gopa Tanaya Tava Suprabhatam Padmaksha Padma Mukha Padma Dharatameya Padmalaya Shaira Padma Nivasa Shori Padmobhavati Sudasevira Pada Padma Padmari Rata Hare Tava Suprabhatam Vrindata Devi Haranaya Mahendra Vandya Kanda Paraparatinya Sudesha Rupa Chandrana Naya Sira Shankrana Nitya Deha Govinda Yadavare Tava Suprabhatam Shri Nanda Nandana Krishna grahe tu kam. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchitananda Vigraha Anadi Adi Govinda Savakarana Karana Govinda Mari Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Chintamani Prakara Satma Sankalpa Diksha Lakshami Desha Surabhiya Viparayanta Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Sambrama Sevyamana Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Venu Vananta Ravinda Rayatasha Bhavatam Samasitam Purasundarandam Lata Pagotika Maria Vishesha Shobha Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Alola Chandrakara Sapana Maya Vanshi Ratnakara Pranaya Kiri Kala Vilasa Shamam Tribangala Ritanniyata Prakasha Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasya Sakalendriya Viddimanti Pashanti Panti Kalayanti Chiranjaganti Ananda Chimaya Sarujvara Vigrahasya Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Advaitam Achyutanani Amantaropa Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanamsha Videshu Dulabha Marula Ramatma Bhakto Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Vantasukho Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ramadi Murti Shukalani Yamena Tishtam Nanavatara Makaro Puvaneshu Kintum Krishna Sayam Samabhava Parama Pumanyo Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yasya Bhavam Bhavato Jagaranda Koti Koti Swashesha Vasudani Vibhuti Pinam Brahmanishkaramanantam Ashisha Bhuta Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Maya Yasya Jagananda Santari Sute Te Gunyata Vishaya Veda Vidayamana Sattva-avalambi Parasattva Vishura Sattva Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Rasamadayamanashu Ya Praninam Pratipalam Smarata Upetya Leelayatena Bhuvanani Jayani Jasra Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Golokanandini Jaramni Dale Chatasya Devi Maheshwari Rama Suteshu Teshu Vete Prabhavani Jaya Vijasyayena Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Srishti Siddhi Pralaya Sarana Shakti Eka Jayeva Yasya Bhuvanani Vivati Durga Ichana Rupa Kapiyasya Chakresha Tresha Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Shri Rama Tarati Vikara Vishesha Yoga Sanchayate Naitaka Prati Asti Ledo Yashambhutam Apitata Samapekataya Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Vipachi Vaita Samsaramapupetya Vipaya Devi Vitayetu Samaratama Yastane Vaita Vishnu Dayavivade Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yatharamavarijali Patadismayoga Netramananta Jagaranta Sarovakopa Adara Shakti Avalambi Param Swamurti Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yatsinganishwasita Kalamatavalampya Devam Diloma Vilaja Jagarantanata Vishnu Mahastaya Yasya Kala Vishesho Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Vasvana Tasma Sakaleshu Niteshu Tesha Sriyam Priyam Vakati Akati Ava Atra Brahmaya Isha Jagaranda Vidana Kata Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yatpara Pallava Yugam Vinidaya Kumbha Pro Govindamani Purusham Tamam Bhajami Govindamani Purusham Tamam Bhajami Ramora Papani Chayasudayastabamsi Ramari Kita Paradavara Jasa Jivaha Yatara Matari Baba Prakata Prabhava Govindamani Purusham Tamam Bhajami Govindamani Purusham Tamam Bhajami Yantrura Kama Sahaja Pranayari Vikre Vatsaya Moha Guru Gaurava Sevya Bhavahe Sanchita Dasya Sayasvinta Ruma Purete Govindamani Purusham Tamam Bhajami Govindamani Purusham Tamam Bhajami Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadi Adi Govinda Savavakarana Karana Govindamani Purusham Tamam Bhajami Govindamani Purusham Tamam Bhajami
Om Ayanati Mirandasya Gyana Jana Shalakaya Shakshurun Militam Yena Tasmei Shri Gurave Namaha. Good morning, Jai Gurudev. Happy Sita Navami, everyone. Today, as always, we read from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9, Chapter 11, Verse 4. Iti atyam tad alankara vashobhyaham avasheshitaha tatarajni api vedehi somangalya vasheshishta. So the translation is, after thus giving everything in charity to the Brahmanas, Lord Ramachandra retained only his personal garments and ornaments, and similarly the queen, Mother Sita, was left with only her nose ring and nothing else. So this verse is very interesting in the sense that it's a story that I didn't know, and I was quite shocked reading it, because it's describing the moment in which Lord Ram, and this is after he returned to Ayodhya after the exile, he decides to give all of Ayodhya to the Brahmanas. There was a big celebration, there were big rituals, and he decided, as part of the Dakshina, so as you know, when you invite some priests and some monks to your kingdom or to your place to do some ritual, it's common that you give them something afterwards. And Rama decided to give them everything. And as the verse says, he retained only his personal garments and ornaments. So I was quite shocked reading this. But it's beautiful because we see that Rama is an example for us. He is the Maryada Purushottam. He is the perfect human being. And of course, when he does something, he's doing it for everyone and as an example. So here it's showing that actually when you give to God, when you do an offering to God, you should not offer with one hand and keep with the other hand. You should offer fully, right? And that's what Rama did. And that's what Sita did. She was not complaining. She followed, and she also gave everything. Like the verse says, she only kept her nose ring. So what the Brahmanas did, they were so touched by this action and by the devotion and the detachment of Ram that they decided to give everything back to Ram. So in the end, he kept everything. Was great, and but it's beautiful, and it's easy to think, especially if you are Sita, for example, and you see your husband giving everything away. Most of the wives, anybody, same if it's your wife giving everything away, nobody's going to be happy about it. But Sita is not complaining. And I found that to be quite beautiful. And because today is Sita's birthday, and I was thinking, what is a teaching from Sita? There are many, but what is something that her life shows us? And as I was thinking about the different Leelas, I realized that there is a very strong common denominator in most of the Leelas regarding Sita, which is actually the desires. So there are always, not always, but in most of the Leelas with Sita, there is a very strong element of desire, either from her or from someone around her. And I wanted to talk a little bit about it, because as we see in this verse that I just read, that Rama and Sita gave everything away, it's something that we struggle to do very often, is to let go of our desires. And there's a verse in the Srimad Bhagavatam that goes like this. Once a group of large hawks who were unable to find any prey attacked another, weaker hawk who was holding some meat. At that time, being in danger for his life, the hawk gave up his meat and experienced actual happiness. So I read this verse because it's quite flagrant how important it is for you to let go of all these mundane things that you're trying to harness in this life in order for you to attain true happiness and true peace. Peace is very often underestimated, but those of us that for one reason or another have lost the peace in life, you realize how valuable it is. And for you to have it, you actually should not be constantly separated in yourself, chasing different things. So desires are not a bad thing per se. Desires are not necessarily bad, but they need to be conducive to whatever goal you want in life. And this is where very often we lack clarity in, speaking also for myself, is I lack often the clarity in the day-to-day life of what is my goal. So everything is a bit chaotic because I'm not fully doing introspection and fully aware of what my goal is every day. I just act, right? And when you are not aware of what your goal is, you allow your senses and your desires to kind of take over a little bit of what you do in your day-to-day life. And what happens is it's much harder in the end of the day to reach your goal. When you lay down in bed and you think, what do I actually want? You realize many of the things you were doing throughout the day were not in support of that. And going back to Sita's life, even the way she was born in itself is already teaching us about this topic. And Guruji said once in a satsang that actually when Rama was going to incarnate, he told Sita, look, I'm going down to earth a little bit and you can stay here in Vaikuntha. But she said, no, I will, if you go, I will go with you, of course. And Rama said, no, it's only a little bit, because we know human years are not really Vaikuntha years. I guess the time works differently there. And he told her, no, it's a little bit time. You can stay here, relax. I'll be back. This is what Guruji told in a satsang. And Sita insisted. So, of course, she had to come. And so we can see this as a desire. But it's actually a good desire because it's a desire to be with the Lord. But nowhere in any scripture that I've ever read or I never heard Guruji say that the desire to be with the Lord means you will have it easy. Actually, very often it's the opposite. The more you push to be closer to the Lord, the more challenges come. And the purification starts. And so when Sita decided to come earlier, she immediately faced an issue, which was the desire of someone else, which was Ravana. So Sita incarnated first. And Ravana was doing his business, flying around, and he saw her. And she was waiting for Ram to incarnate, to then marry him and so on. And when Ravana saw her, Ravana immediately lusted over her. And he went there and he tried to seduce her with nice words, and she wanted none of his business. So he touched her not in a nice way. And she was immediately very upset, and she started screaming at him, and she said, now I'm impure, I'm not anymore pure to be with my Lord, so I'm going to burn myself, and I will come back, and I will be the cause of your demise. So Sita burned herself, and she cursed Ravana. And here we see already that the desires of Ravana already doomed him, right? So Sita came back, and how she came back was Ravana was with his wife in his gardens in Lanka, and he had beautiful gardens, and so he was just relaxing with his wife, and she saw a beautiful golden lotus in the lake. And she said, Ravana, I need that lotus. Please get me that lotus. And so we see already, trouble is coming. Why? Because shiny thing, I want it. And so Ravana went to get the lotus. And inside the lotus was baby Sita. And as he's carrying the lotus to Mandodari, to his wife, the lotus starts being bigger and bigger, heavier and heavier, and he realizes that actually this is not a normal baby. And actually has a vision of Lakshmi herself. So Ravana was not just a normal savage human being. He was actually a very learned and a very great Shiva Bhakta. So I guess some of his punya manifested in that moment, and he got the darshan of Lakshmi. But he realized, this is that Mataji which cursed me. So this baby needs to go. So what he did, he called his brother, Vibhishana, and he said, get rid of this baby, kill the baby. But Vibhishana, being not completely terrible person, he decided not to kill the baby, but he still had to somehow do the wish of Ravana. So he got rid of the baby without killing Sita. So what he did, he put her in a nice basket and he offered her to Varun. He offered her to the ocean. And then eventually the ocean brought Sita to Mithila, and that's where her father Janak found her. So again, if Mandodari is not attracted to that shiny, shiny lotus, maybe Sita stays very peaceful there and no problem. But of course, the Lord knows how to get things going. And this was not the last time that desires got everybody in trouble back then. So as you know, the very reason why Rama was sent to exile was because of the desires of Keiki, right? She was afraid that once Rama becomes the king, that she loses any relevance because she's not anymore the queen becomes Sita. So out of her desire to keep her status and to keep her reputation and all the benefits that come along, she decided to go against her very being, because up until this point, KK was seen as a very good person, and Rama even called her mother. So she became blinded by her desires. How did Ravana eventually come to know about Sita? Again, not as in Sita, but as in one of the most beautiful Matajis in the world, was again, when they were in the exile, Suparnaka, she saw Ram and she saw Lakshman. And she was a demon, and she was a cousin, if I'm not mistaken, of Ravana. And she was very attracted to Ram. So again, she could not control herself. So what she did, she dressed nicely and she went to Ram and she tried to seduce him. Once she understood she was not going to get lucky with Ram, she said, okay, no problem. You have also a nice brother. I go to your brother. So after being annoyed by the harassment of Suparnaka, eventually Ravana decided to make her a little bit less pretty and cut off her nose, which she was very upset about, obviously. And she went to Ravana. And she was complaining, hey, these guys did this to me. Very bad, please do something about it. But Ravana, he doesn't really care. So she thought, how can I get Ravana to care that I get my due revenge. So she played with Ravana's desire. She said, by the way, the wife of Rama, she's very beautiful. Actually, she's the most beautiful. And her only place to be is by your side. No other man should get such beauty other than you. And now she was talking to a lot of things that Ravana understands, right? His lust, his reputation, why should another man have a more beautiful woman than me? All of these very materialistic thinking happened. So that's when Ravana decided, okay, I need her for myself. That's when he decided to kidnap her. But still, if there would not be another desire, Ravana would not have been successful. So how did he manage to actually kidnap Sita? Is also by, again, making a play with our desires. So he knew that Sita would love to see and to have a very cute, very pretty golden deer. So he got his demon Marichi to disguise himself as a golden deer, and we all know the story. So Sita sent Rama away to get the deer. She really wanted the deer. But Lakshman stayed behind. And she sent also Lakshman away because now she's afraid that Rama is in trouble. So now she sends Lakshman away to get Rama. And eventually she accepts the request of Ravana disguised as a sadhu to come outside of the protection circle that Lakshman made around her, and she was kidnapped. And as I was reading this story, I was thinking the symbolism of it is actually quite beautiful, which is you have everything in life often, and I think we all here, in a way or another, have everything in life that matters, right? We have a spiritual life, we have a guru, we have a relationship with God, and we have the opportunity to make it as good as we can. But often we see a golden deer passing by and we send God away. We want the deer and we tell God, literally go. We pray to God, God, I really want that deer. And God, we already have God. We already have this relationship with God. We don't really need the deer, but we still sometimes pray to God to get us the deer. And often we don't realize that what it means is that we cannot have both. So in the same way, Sita had to separate from Ram, that she gets the deer. And often in our life is the same thing. If we really want this shiny thing, what it actually means is that we are going to be led astray from our goal. But still, Lakshman stayed. And as I was reading the story, I understood Lakshman to be the Sangha. So even in a moment in which, for one reason or another, your connection with God is somehow not ideal, if you still keep the Sangha around, you are still in His presence somehow. You are still safe. But then sometimes we might also be, for many reasons, be dismissive of the Sangha. And then we send the Sangha away. And now we are alone, like Sita was, with the teachings of Guru, the Adesh of the Guru and our sadhana. And that's how I see the symbolism of the circle around Sita, that the protection spell that Lakshman left around. It's like, okay, you don't have God anymore, you don't have the Sangha anymore, but if at least you follow the Adesh, which is stay inside this circle, so keep your vows, do your sadhana, if you at least you do that, you are still safe. But then she was lured out of that by Maya, by Ravana, and then she was lost. And similarly in our life, we can easily draw the parallel between this situation and the dangers of the spiritual path. And everything starts with a desire. So, this is the point. As long as we are very clear in what is our goal, we need to understand that all the desires which are not helping that, and this is very easy to know. I don't think there's... Intuitively, we know what is good and what is not good. Even if we don't, Guruji already said it countless times, what we should be doing and what we should not be doing. But even without Guruji, I think our intuition speaks very strongly, and in every single moment of our life in which I should not be doing this, this is good to do. So it's just very important that we have it, that we set our intention every day on what is our goal. Is it to serve the Lord better? Is it to love the Lord more? And because if it is, then you can do like Rama, and you can give everything to him. And he will give you back whatever you need. Like the Brahmanas gave him the kingdom back, God will also give you whatever you need. But if you allow other desires to come in, what happens is you might give some things to God, but you don't give everything. You keep plan B, plan C for yourself. You keep some other ideas, and then what happens is you don't reach the goal ultimately, or you take much longer than necessary, and you end up going through huge ordeals. You go through the exile and everything else for you to come in the end and realize actually it was all I had to do was just from the beginning give everything to him and stop thinking about plan B and plan C and so on. Jai Gurudev.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Oh, Namaste Narasimhaya. Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama kaho, Shri Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama kaho, Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama kaho, Shri Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama kaho, Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama kaho, Shri Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama kaho, Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama kaho, Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama, Shri Radhe Shyama, 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 Sita Narayana Narayana Narayana, Lakshmi Narayana Narayana Narayana, Shriman Narayana Narayana Narayana, Lakshmi Narayana Narayana Narayana, Sita Narayana Narayana Narayana, Lakshmi Narayana Narayana Narayana, Shriman Narayana Narayana Narayana, Lakshmi Narayana Narayana Narayana, Sita Rama kaho, Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama kaho, Jai Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama kaho, Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama kaho, Jai Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama kaho, Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama kaho, Jai Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama kaho, Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama kaho, Jai Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama, Jai Radhe Shyama, 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 Sita Narayana Narayana Narayana, Lakshmi Narayana Narayana Narayana, 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 Sita Rama kaho, Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama kaho, Jai Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama kaho, Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama kaho, Jai Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama kaho, Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama kaho, Jai Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama kaho, Radhe Shyama kaho, Sita Rama kaho, Narayana Narayana Narayan Lakshmi Narayana Narayana Narayan Sita 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 Rama kaho Radhe Shama kaho Sita Rama kaho Shri Radhe Shama kaho Sita Rama Shri Radhe Shama Sita Rama Shri Radhe Shama Sita Rama Shri Radhe Shama Hinam Bhagavan Hinam Bhagavan He Karuna Sindura He Dina Bandhu Hariram Hinam Bhagavan He Karuna Sindura He Dina Bandhu Hariram He Ram Bhagavan He Karuna Sindura He Dina Ram, E Dinabandhu Hare Ram, Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me, Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me, Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me, Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me, Yatindraya Karunakaraya Mangala Mangala Me, Yatindraya Karunakaraya Mangala Mangala Me, Prabhatida Venkataya Mangala Mangala Me, Prabhatida Venkataya Mangala Mangala Me, Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me, Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me, Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me, Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me, Shaligrama Pratishtitaya Mangala Mangala Me, Shaligrama Pratishtitaya Mangala Mangala Me, Dhirantatharini Gorakhachaya Mangala Mangala Me, Dhirantatharini Gorakhachaya Mangala Mangala Me, Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me, Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me, Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me, Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me, Rangesha Kenkayarataya Mangala Mangala Me, Rangesha Kenkayarataya Mangala Mangala Me, Mananataya Dharidaraya Mangala Mangala Me, Mananataya Dharidaraya Mangala Mangala Me, Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me, Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me, Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me, Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me, Mangala Mangala Me. Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Swami Jai Jagadish Hare, Bhakta Janam ke Sangat, Rasa Janam ke Sangat, Jana Virudha Kare, Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Jo Jage Palapare, Dukha Vina Se Manaka, Swami Dukha Vina Se Manaka, Sukha Sampati Garave, Sukha Sampati Garave, Ashtami Dedanaka, Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Mata Pita Tuma Mere, Sharana Gau Michi Saki, Swami Sharana Gau Michi Saki, Tuma Bina Ora Na Duja, Tuma Bina Ora Na Duja, Ashtakalu Michi Saki, Om Jai Jagadish तुम हो एका गोचर सबके प्राणपति स्वामी सबके प्राणपति किसविरी मिलो दयामय किसविरी मिलो दयामय तुमको मैं तुमकी ओंजे जगदीश रे दीन बंधु कहता तुम्हारा शक मेरे स्वामी तुम्हारा शक मेरे करुणा हाथ बढ़ाओ करुणा हाथ बढ़ाओ शरण परा दे रे ओम जय जगदीश रे विषय विकार मिटाओ पापा रो देवा स्वामी पापा रो देवा जागा भक्ति बढ़ाओ जागा प्रेम बढ़ाओ संगन की सेवा ओम जय जगदीश रे धन मन धन सब है तेरा स्वामी सब कुछ है तेरा स्वामी सब कुछ है तेरा तेरा तुझको अर्पण तेरा तुझको अर्पण क्या लागे मेरा ओम जय जगदीश रे ओम जय जगदीश रे स्वामी जय जगदीश रे भक्त जनों के साधक दास जनों के साधक जन विरोध करे ओम जय जगदीश रे मन चाहे राघो जी इधर राजा के राघो जी इधर राजा के राघो जी इधर राजा के राघो जी मन चाहे राघो जी इधर राजा के राघो जी इधर राजा के राघो जी इधर राजा के राघो जी जाके राघो जाके राघो जाके राघो जी जाके राघो जाके राघो जाके राघो जी माने जाके राघो जी इधर राजा के राघो जी श्याम मने जाके राघो जी इधर राजा के राघो जी गोविंद मने जाके राघो जी इधर राजा के 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 राघो जी त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविडं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव गोविन्द असतो सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् ॐ सर्व लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की श्री भूतप्रदेश्वरानंद भगवान की श्री राधा कृष्ण हरे राधे श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की श्री सीता मैया की माता क्रिय बाबूजी की श्री रामानुजाचार्य की प्रेम से बोलो सद्गुरुदेव श्री स्वामी विश्वानंद महाप्रभु की ओम ह्रीं कृष्णाय गोविंदाय गोपीजनवल्लभाय पराय परम पुरुषाय Parakama mantra yantra tantra aushadai shastani samrai samrai mityo muchai muchai Om namo bhagavate masudarshanai dipti dvalapitai savarik shumbam umpat Parashmane parabrahmane paramshoti swaha Shanti Shanti Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om